Welcome everybody. Today is the start to a new video series, and we're going to be actually double uploading every single day. So you guys know the marketing, the passive income videos, we're going to be posting that at night every single day, but today's video number 1 of the Instagram bots. I think it's only fair to end off 2021 in a positive way with giving back to everybody. I know we started doing Instagram bot videos in the start of this YouTube channel. You know, Instagram bot videos were the first type of content that I ever created on this channel, and without that type of content, this channel wouldn't exist. So with that being said, we're going to be uploading Instagram bot videos, or bot videos in general, from now to the end of the year. And then we're going to be uploading the marketing videos and the business videos and the, blogging videos and all that kind of cool passive income stuff at night as well. So this is video number 1. So today we're going to be talking about the current state of Instagram botting. And I'm going to kind of go over a few different bots and kind of explain, how these tools work and things like that. So the current state of botting. The current state of botting has actually gotten better, believe it or not. And so the hardest time we had as botters was very, very late 2018 into 2019. 2019, I think about maybe halfway or 3/4 of the way of 2019 is when we had the hardest time. This was when Instagram was cracking down on the botting behavior, because at this point, Instagram botting was really at its peak. And when I say at its peak, you have the people who are, it's their first time. They're trying different tools out. They're not aware really of how to play the game. And when I say how to play the game, I mean, not get caught with the blocks and the bans and things like that. Now, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about when I say terminology like bans and blocks and things like that, that'll be in a completely different video. But time went on, and the blocks became less, I guess you could say, less harsh. And there's actually a reason why. Now, it became less harsh on a certain group of people. Not everybody experienced these quote-unquote blocks. And these certain people were the bots that I have started using here on Instagram. Now, the bots that I'm using are referred to as manual bots. This is kind of like a name that people say, manual bots versus a cloud-based bot. Now, essentially what the difference is, guys, is that you have a cloud-based bot that is referred to as a bot that uses what we call the API. Now, that's partially true, but an example of a bot that uses the API is Jarvee, for example, okay? And basically what happens with these tools is that they connect through servers, right? They connect through servers. And these servers, guys, that essentially they're connected through are essentially API. It's a way that these softwares or these servers can talk to each other. It's through the API. And what happens is Instagram knows the connections that come in through Instagram. So, for example, if I go here to Instagram.com, right, and let's just say I'm not logged in now, but let's just say I log in and I like somebody's photo. Well, Instagram knows that I'm on a desktop. Instagram knows that I'm behaving on this device. And they know how I like the button. I use my mouse, etc., right? But if I'm using Jarvee, they know that I'm using what's referred to as the API. Now, Instagram has these ideas about botting that they don't want botting to occur because it costs them ad money. And so if you're running businesses or you're running ads, you're probably going to rather use, especially for the majority, we're talking about maybe 90% of people are going to be using a bot over an ad, simply because majority of the people who run ads are just unsuccessful with ads, and bots are significantly cheaper. Now, with that being said, if you're an avid user of Jarvee, you know that there are significant issues that happen maybe once every 10 days, every 5 days, every 15 days, 20 days, 30 days, etc. And the reason why is because of the very connection that it is created through, the API. So Instagram finds these issues and blocks them and doesn't allow it to happen. So creators of, for example, the Jarvee software tool, is they have to figure out ways around these issues. Now, there are ways that you can significantly decrease, right, the chance of you getting blocked. And when I say blocked, guys, remember, there's a huge difference between blocked and banned. Blocked means that you are just temporarily not allowed to use your Instagram account from commenting, from liking. And we've had this all happen to us. Maybe we've followed too many people in 1 hour, and Instagram will say, try again later, right? That's just an example of a block. Then you have what is referred to as a ban. A ban, however, is when you are permanently taken off the platform. Okay. Now that rarely does happen, but it does happen. Like it's it does happen depending on what you do on your Instagram account, whether you're using a bot or whether you're not using a bot. Now let's be very clear. In the past year of 2021, it has been much more significant that people get permanently banned, taken off the platform, using what we recall an API tool. Now, I'm not just talking about Jarvie, I'm talking about all tools in general. Any API-related tool, because Instagram is really cracking down on this. But what Instagram is not cracking down is on user activity, because they simply cannot, right? So what we use in alternative methods, or what I kind of teach, is using a manual bot. So if you guys see here, igbots.org, followonfollowbots.com. Followonfollowbots.com, by the way, guys, I am an affiliate. I will leave their link in the description box down below. igbots.org, I'm not an affiliate, unfortunately. They said they're going to actually produce an affiliate program very, very soon. So I'm super excited for that. But you guys know about igbots. I've talked about them before. And this company was actually the original company, in my opinion, that was the saving grace during that 2019 period, because they came out with the first manual bots that we know of today. And, I wasn't the only one using them, I'm sure. I think a lot of people were using them. And, it saved people's businesses, okay? Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about what the manual bot does. So, essentially, the way the manual bot works, if I just click on one of these bots here as an example, is they mimic human being activity. And the way they do that is they don't use the API. They don't even use your login information even to log into the bot. The way it works is you add it to your browser, right? You add the tool to your browser, and you'll be able to perform activities just as a human being would, but the software will do it for you. Now, I have tutorials on how this goes, but I'll make videos in the future on this, simply just because I'm not logged in on Instagram right now, and this is kind of a one-taker. But with that being said, that's kind of how these bots work. And what they do is literally they just take your place as a human being. They go on Instagram, and they'll, based on the settings and things like that you set, they will hit that follow button for you on certain accounts. They'll hit the like button, etc. Now, in terms of the state of Instagram botting, what you want to realize is that you have to have a method. You have to have a strategy behind how you use certain tools. Now, for me, I personally, in my current status, in my I guess you could say way of living, I don't touch API bots right now. For me, unless there's a new technology that comes out, API bots is not something I use. It's not something I touch. It's not something I deal with anymore, because I know the current state, and I've used them too much, and I have too much experience with them, and it's not a pleasant one, with all due respect. It's not something I really want to use. Constant issues. It's not dependable. I have to wait for support. All these kind of issues, right? For me personally, I like to essentially, I like to install a tool and use it without any issues for months on end, maybe even years. And I get that with manual bots. For example, igbots.org and followonfollowbots.com, which, by the way, if you want to support the channel, go to followonfollowbots with my link in the description and get yourself an Instagram bot. Now, with that being said, if you guys don't know how these tools specifically work, that's perfectly fine. I'll explain it in future videos. But as a general rule, the reason why we use Instagram bots is to gain attention. That attention, a lot of people love getting more followers. I personally could care less about followers. For me, it's more about getting passive income. So, for example, let's say I have an ebook that I'm selling on Amazon, Kindle Direct Publishing, right? In layman's terms, essentially the easiest thing I could do is I can create an Instagram account around that ebook, and I can essentially target people who would be interested in the ebook, right? Through reverse engineering. And when I say reverse engineering, that's just a fancy way of saying I know what people are interested in. So, for example, if I have an ebook about dogs, right, a coloring book about dogs, well, then I'm going to target dog accounts on Instagram. I'm going to target the followers of those dog accounts, right? Just common sense. And what I'll do is the bot will do it for me, and it will interact with these people. those people will vice versa see my account, see that I sell clearly a coloring book about dogs, and if those people happen to be interested, they'll click on the link and they'll go purchase the product. And people have been doing this for years on end. Ever since Instagram even released, people have been doing this. But the people who got on early are the ones who are making the most money, because they understand the general concept. And it's really that simple. And I've actually had people in the comments of my videos, when I showed this idea in the past, saying, hey, it's been a week, I got my first sale, or 2 weeks, I got my first sale. And those exact people had been struggling for years and had never made a single dollar online. So that just attests to show you how powerful Instagram botting can be. Now, another benefit of Instagram botting is that it takes you away from the alternative. And what's the alternative? The alternative is advertising. A lot of people, and when I say a lot, I'm talking 90%. For the life of them, they just can't succeed when it comes to paid advertising. And I completely understand why. Paid advertising is difficult because, let's be honest, it's almost like Russian roulette. You're rolling the dice. You're not sure if it's going to go in your favor or not. And of course, it takes some basic training in advertising and marketing. But the reality is, the majority of the people who try and fail with advertising are beginners. They're not advanced individuals, because if they're advanced, they'd be part of the 10%, not part of the 90%. So what Instagram botting really does for people is it gives them a start into advertising to understand what communities of people want and what they're willing to buy. And then they could take that data and they could extrapolate onto it, understand it a little bit more, and turn that into an ad that they actually use on Instagram. Now, what's the difference between ads and Instagram botting? Both get you attention. Both can potentially get you sales. Both can potentially get you engagement. Both can potentially get you followers. But with an Instagram bot, typically you're given the tool and you can do what you want with it. And if you use it for a day, great. If you use it for a month, great. If you use it for a year, great. But with Instagram bots, you're paying per every interaction that you get, which, like I said, it's like Russian roulette. It's much, much more difficult, right? Because you have a cost on your head for every single interaction. With Instagram bots, that's not the case. You can interact with as many people as your account allows you to, and you're allowed to essentially not pay for any extra benefits that you receive, which is why I'm a big fan in general about Instagram bots. But the benefit to Instagram advertising is that you can do it at a much larger scale without any headaches. So when I say without any headaches, all I mean is that if you have the money, your money can buy you reach. For example, if you had $10 million that you want to spend on ads to get famous tomorrow, you could do that. And Instagram will gladly accept your $10 million and put you out to everybody for it. Now, it's obviously not going to be for free. They're going to charge you that $10 million. But once again, it's possible. Now, if you instead got a little bit more smarter, and I'm not going to say smarter, maybe you started thinking differently, and you said, okay, I have $10 million. I'm going to invest $1,000 in cheap used computers, and I'm going to invest another $1,000 in a bunch of Instagram bots. So that's a $2,000 investment. Maybe from that $2,000 investment, you could get 16 computers running with 16 different bots, and next thing you know, you're gaining, let's say, on all different Instagram accounts using, like, for example, a mother-slave method, which I know that's also terminology, but essentially it just means that you have one main account that's being promoted by, let's say, a bunch of other smaller accounts, and those smaller accounts are driving traffic to a main account. What you're doing is you're saving money because you invested only $2,000. You're getting hundreds and hundreds of followers on a daily basis. Now, that's just a simple example, okay? So, something that I like to say is, when you're using an Instagram bot, the bot is only going to work as good as the user, okay? So if the user has literally no experience about Instagram bots, takes an Instagram bot and turns on 1,000 actions in 1 hour, well, congrats, you're going to get blocked because there's no experience there. Nobody in the real world of 2022 can sit there and do that. Even if I was sitting there manually and hitting the actions on every single button and doing it manually, I'm still going to get blocked by Instagram. Instagram has certain rules, so you have to learn how to play by the rules. And we're going to talk all about that in these future videos here on the YouTube channel. All right, guys? So without further ado, this is the end of the video. This is day 1 of the Instagram bot series that or not just Instagram bot series, but just the bot series. And we're going to keep posting videos like this just to produce total education around the botting community and just some understanding, because obviously I've been out of the scene for a little bit. When I say out of the scene, I haven't been out of the scene in terms of using Instagram bots, but I've been out of the scene in terms of making videos about Instagram bots, all right? So leave the links down below if you want to check out different videos about these bots. For example, Follow and Follow Bots, which is our affiliate, or I'm an affiliate rather. IGbots.org. I'm not an affiliate, but hopefully they can produce an affiliate program soon. I'd be very interested in that. And yeah, all right. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out. Bye.